Hi, first grade. So I have a question. Have you ever wondered how plants grow and how they survive? Well, this week, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to grow our own plants. You might be wondering, hey, Miss Mattis, how are we growing our own plants? Well, that's easy. We're going to create a greenhouse. And I'll explain to you a little bit later what a greenhouse is. But first, I'd like to talk to you about the cycle of a plant and what the life cycle of the plant looks like. So, in your packet, you're gonna get a paper that looks like this. And right now, I wanna focus on just this little piece over here. So, the first thing in the plant life cycle is a seed. So we have a seed, number one. Number two, we have a sprout. So if you notice right here, it's starting to sprout here and here. So we're starting to get a little bit of the roots coming out, and we're starting to get what looks like a little leaf. The next step, or the third step, is the seedling. So right here, we have, you can see a whole bunch more roots, and if you can look really, really close, these little tiny pieces coming off of the roots are called root hairs, and the roots help to suck up water and materials to help the plant grow. We also can see that we're starting to get some leaves. And finally, the fourth and final stage is the plant. So you can see we have a lot more roots and more root hairs and a lot more leaves. Very cool, right? So what you're going to do with this week is you're going to color and cut the cycle and paste them in the correct order. So first we have our seed, boop. Then we have our sprout, boop, right there. Then we have our seedling, boop. And finally we have our plant. So again, you will color and cut and place them in the order of the plant life cycle. So I want to tell you a huge scientific word, and the word is photosynthesis. Can you say that? Ready? Photosynthesis. Well, what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the way that plants get energy. So we have the sun, and the sun is really, really, really hot. So the plants take that hot energy or heat, and they help to grow. So plants need carbon dioxide, they need water, and they need sunlight to grow. You might be wondering, what's carbon dioxide? Well, I'm going to tell you. People give off carbon dioxide. You might be wondering, how do they do that? That's right, by breathing. So I inhale, I'm breathing in oxygen. When I exhale or let my breath out, I'm letting out carbon dioxide. And the plants use that to grow. Do you want to know fun facts about plants? So plants use carbon dioxide to breathe in, and do you know what they release or let out? Oxygen. So plants and humans work together. So humans let off carbon dioxide, which allow plants to grow, and plants let off oxygen, which allow us to grow and live. Very fun, right? So I bet if you look out your window right now, I'm looking out my window, and I see grass and some flowers and some trees. But did you know that plants can also grow inside? And that's where remember we talked about in the very beginning? Greenhouse. And that's where the greenhouse comes in. So this week, you are going to make your very own greenhouse. You might be wondering, well, what is a greenhouse? A greenhouse is a translucent, remember we learned that word, it means see-through house. And what this house does is allow gardeners to grow plants inside all year round. So the house allows the sun to come in and it traps the heat, so the house or the greenhouse stays really, really warm all the time. And we know that plants need that heat and the sun to create the process of photosynthesis to help them grow. So in your packet this week, you are going to get a greenhouse. And so you can put your name. So I'd put Miss Mattis's tiny greenhouse. And then with an adult's help, you're gonna cut out this square. Chop, 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 chop. And then there will be a hole. And in that hole, you're gonna put a little baggie. So let me explain to you what's in this little baggie. So first, you have a paper towel. Next, you have beans. And there's 3 different types of beans. So you have a navy bean, that's the white one. You have a kidney bean, and that's like a brownish red one. And finally, my favorite, a pinto bean. And that's the brown one that has little stripes on it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your beans in your bag. You're gonna wet your paper towel, get it nice and wet, and then fold it in half. And then you're gonna stick it back in your bag, like so. And then you want to move the beans so that they're all touching the paper towel. And that's how they're gonna get their water to grow. So we have the water. You're gonna be in your house breathing. So we have the carbon dioxide. What's the next thing we need? You got it, sunlight. So what you're going to do is you're gonna kind of fold the bag a little bit. And remember that greenhouse that you had and you cut out the window? You're gonna tape this right there. And then you're gonna go stick it in a window that gets a lot of sun. And you're gonna be able to watch your own plants grow in your greenhouse. And while you're watching them grow, I would like you to make some plant observations. So you're gonna have an observation journal. And you're gonna journal for 6 days. So 6 days, you're gonna draw what you see. So on the first day, you can put probably a seed, because you're just gonna see your little seed or your bean. And draw a little picture of it and say, the first day I see just a bean. And then the next day, I don't know, maybe it'll sprout. Maybe you'll have to wait till day 3. I don't know. That's what the observations are for. And you can even see which one might grow faster. Does the kidney grow faster? Does the pinto bean? Does the navy bean? Those are all good observations and things that you can write about. So let's recap what we have learned. There's a lot of information that we've learned today. So we learned that a greenhouse helps plants grow by trapping in the heat from the sun and allowing the plants to use that heat as energy in a way that we call photosynthesis. We also learned that plants need water, carbon dioxide, and heat to grow. We learned that we help plants grow by breathing because we give off carbon dioxide, and plants help us grow by giving off oxygen. So I'm very excited to hear about all of your plants and your observations. So if you want to take a picture or just have your parents email or call Ms. Kappas about what you're seeing, I can't wait to hear about it. Have fun growing.